Okay. Starting to get some people showing up. Here we go. All right, hi everybody who's here. I'm just waiting until we hopefully get some more people. Meanwhile, got it. Okay, 6 so far out of 20. I expected a few more. I'll give it till 3:25 and then we'll start. All right, 3:25 it is. Oh boy. I'm not quite sure what to do now. Because some people I need to be here aren't here. All right, well, I will just send out the link to the recording of this meeting after we have it. And so I guess people who aren't here can watch it later. I'm just gonna share my screen. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So let's see. Who is here? Got there. I think that's everybody. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. So we have, first of all, I just want to make sure that everybody here is good to go for Saturday. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Those of you who are in build events, you know the time blocks where your build events are, okay? I'm going to be there starting at 8:30. So if you wanted to come anytime, you know, between 8:30 and whenever your event starts to start getting it set up, that would probably be a good idea. Because, you know, once that time block starts, we're going to want to be ready to go. And just so you know, I have to make sure that I set up 2 cameras, one that is on a tripod and then one that can be moved around. So luckily I have 2 phones. I have my personal cell and I have my work cell. So I'm planning just to use those. But we're going to have to switch them over, you know, between
Coach Steve,
each one. Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I can ask the TV studio teacher, Mr. Altieri, if I can borrow some cameras, which might be easier. I don't know.
It might be, but I don't know if, well, I should look this up actually. I don't know if I need to be on Zoom, you know, like a camera with Zoom, you know. I think I do. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be in the event modification statement. Those of you, by the way, those of you doing food science, that is just going to be the test. There's not going to be any hands-on component like there was for the invitational, for the national invitational. I'm not sure why not, but such is life. All right, let's see. All right, bridge. Yeah. Okay, got those scales. Yeah, a live video call and an online self-scheduled sign up. So we did that already, but the live video call is going to be, it's going to have to take place either by computer or by phone. So I think it'll be okay if I use my phones.
Sounds good.
Thanks though, Harrison, I appreciate it. All right, what else? Yeah, so again, those of you in this build events, yeah, if you can get there early to set things up, you know, we'll have all our locations available. We're going to have the gym, we're going to have the student union, we're going to have the breakout area. We'll probably have some classrooms open, so we should have more than enough space to do what we need to do. And I guess even the is it true that the auditorium is open now, or can you not get in it?
It's open, but I don't know if we need it because like we have everything else.
Yeah.
I don't really think they'd let us set off like bottle rockets in there, but I don't know.
That would be fun. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to be in touch with each of you in the build events and make sure that either you or I have everything we need for that day. What else? Those of you in experimental design and write it, do it. Okay, we have materials lists for those, which I'll share with you, but I just wanted to alert you to them now. So the write it, do it materials list is here. These are easy enough things to get. I guess the only thing we're not sure of is the deck of playing cards, I'll bring one of those. And the 3x5 note cards, I'll bring those too. Everything else, I think we'll be able to get, just, oh, and the writing utensils. Yeah, we have those. I don't know if we have yellow. I have to check on that. Anyway, I think I might have yellow. Well, anyway, I'll get these things that might be sort of unusual. Okay.
Watch them have us make like a playing card pyramid that's like 6 feet tall.
That would be great. That you could do in the auditorium. The experimental design list is considerably longer and more complicated. So I'm not going to require, you guys to worry about this. I'll bring all the things we need here. I know I can get them at the place at my workplace, including the hot plate. Paper bowl, that's unusual, but okay.
I'm in experimental with Ben and Neil, so
Okay,
I
well,
could bring in some of this stuff. Also,
Okay.
I can just tell them to.
yeah. All right. Well, why don't you?
I have vegetable oil, food coloring.
Yeah. Why don't you get in touch with them? And I know Ben is. I'm not. He's
Oh yeah,
not
Ben
here.
has COVID.
Yeah.
Is he gonna come? Is he able to do it, or is it like not allowed?
As long as he doesn't. As long as symptoms don't arise, that
Okay.
he can participate in person. We do have a couple other people though who are going to be out. I don't think there's anybody else in an event that requires you to be in person. But so I'm going to ask tonight. I'm sure we're not the only state that is experiencing some people with COVID.
Yeah.
So, and in fact, I'm sick too, but I'm pretty sure I have what Nick has, which is not COVID. He got his test results yesterday, and I'm awaiting mine today. So fingers crossed, but I don't think I have it. If I do, then I'm not sure that I can be there, which is not funny, but anyway.
Mr.
Yes. JP?
I just wanted to let you know I'm here.
Oh, thanks, JP.
And all right, I just had one question.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Sure.
my disease detectives event takes place at it takes place, I think, at like 4, right?
Disease Detectives is at yeah, 3:40.
Oh, well, I was just wondering because technically I tested positive at 3:40 yesterday,
Oh,
and so would I be able to come in at that time on Saturday, since technically I've had a 5-day quarantine, or I might be messing up numbers in some way, but I
that
think that's days.
that I'm gonna leave up to your mom and dad. I'm not able to make that call,
Right.
right? But if you show up,
All right.
I'm not gonna send you home. I'll put it that way. Okay.
Okay.
If you can show up, but
All right.
but do what's safe. Safety first.
Yeah.
If you can show up, that'd be great. But I'm gonna check tonight. There's a coaches meeting tonight. Actually starts at 5:30, so not too long, a couple hours from now. And I'm gonna ask then if people can participate from home. Go ahead, Harrison.
Did Ben say that he wasn't going to be there? Because I'm doing Write It, Do It with him.
Right. No, he said he will be there as long
Okay.
as symptoms, as long as COVID symptoms don't arise, as long as he doesn't get any COVID symptoms. I don't think.
Okay.
I know right now he doesn't have any. I don't think he's had any from the time he tested positive, which was a couple days ago. So yeah, he should be able. I mean, as long as he doesn't develop any symptoms, he should be able to show up.
Sounds good.
Yep. Now one person, let's see. I did have one person who's not able to make it, and that is Ahan, one of the alternates. So Atharva can do digital structures by himself if necessary, but if anybody's interested in doing that with him, let's see, who did bridge? Andrew and Harrison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, of course. So Harrison, if you are interested in coming at 9:50 and doing digital structures with the Atharva, you could do that. Just let me know. Think about it and let me know. And
yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there really like when you're there to set up for bridge and stuff. So if I can pick it up, I'll do that.
Okay, all right, great. Sounds good. All right, then I'm gonna move this just tentatively. This is not, there we go. If you change your mind, just let me know, okay? It's not the end of the world. But,
All right.
okay, cool. And then let's see, what else do I need to?
Is Digital Structures a trial event this year?
Yes, it is. All these ones that are taking place in the first time block are trial events. That's
Okay.
why I labeled it block number trial, which is not a number, but you know what I mean.
All right. Yes.
So yeah, now let's see. Okay. Oh. Yeah, okay. No, that's right. Da, da, da. All right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I needed to go over. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I think that does it from my end. Does anybody here have questions for me? Does anybody?
So wait, just in terms of getting there, just 30 minutes before,
Oh, yeah.
or if you have a great event.
Yeah,
then-
thanks, Will. Yes, 30 minutes before your event. And that isn't necessarily because you need to be there 30 minutes before, but it's in case something goes wrong, you should plan on being there 30 minutes before so that you're not late. Okay. And believe me, I'm speaking from experience here.
For build events, are we gonna upload a video that we take, or will it be on a Zoom call?
It's an online Zoom call. So I'm going to have two cameras. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. Well, two phones really, with each of them on Zoom, my personal cell and my work cell. So I'll be zooming on each of those. And one of them will be attached to a tripod, probably my personal cell. And the other one has to be mobile so that, you can take it to where the judges need to see what's going on.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky, no doubt. But
For mousetrap vehicle, will we know, like, do we make our own like distance that we need to like go across, or?
yeah, very good question. So let's see, where did the event modifications? Here we go. Oh yeah, okay. So test only event for food science. I went over that. Mousetrap. Okay. A video call and an online self-scheduled sign up, which we already did. All right. 2 video cameras. Yep. All log. Okay, did that. Prior to the event, team should put down the tape. Here we go. So yeah, you know what I should do for all of you in build events is I should send you these descriptions for your events. Okay. I'm not going to include the stuff that we already did, like submitting your logs and stuff. We already did that. But yeah, the target distance will be told to teams when they check in on the video call. So prior to that, we should put down the tape for the start line and mark the start point. Remember that, Amelia, where we put down the short piece of tape for the start point and then a long piece of tape for
Yeah.
yeah. So we want to get those set up, but we won't know. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, start. Okay. Team should have distances marked off every meter on their track. Okay, yeah, so we can do that. We can just set it up well before it takes place. Okay. So the Zoom link will be available through SciOlympiad. You'll see the Zoom link. Okay. Well, that's going to be interesting. Huh. Teams log into Zoom. They will need to rename themselves with their team number and school name. So I'm probably going to have to ask you to, let's see, I don't know how that's going to work. So Storm the Castle, the first build event, might be a little bit of a trial I mean, it's not a trial event, obviously, but it might be a little bit of a, you know, getting to know the system kind of thing. Where because if I need the Zoom link on my phones, I don't know how, I'm trying to think how you would get it to me. Oh, yeah, you could just, so you could just cut and paste it, right? I think that would work. You could cut and paste it into an email and then email it to bmsso@barringtonschools.org. That'll work. And then I can just open it on my phone and go from there. Okay. So, you know, there might be a bit of stumbling around at first, but we'll get it figured out. And remember, it's all for fun. We want to do well. I'm hoping, I think we have such a strong team this year that I'm thinking, you know, we might be able to place in like the 30s, you know, in the top 40, maybe even the top 30, somewhere in the 20s, which would be by far our best showing. So let's make that a goal. Okay. We're going to do the very best we can. We have people doing each and every event, which definitely helps because I know some schools will not have that. But I also want you to know that other schools have a much bigger Science Olympiad program, or other states have much bigger Science Olympiad programs. And so the ones that are sort of, you know, in the top 20 consistently, they have, I don't know how many coaches, like 5 coaches each or something like that. They just have a lot of people, you know, working individually with the kids. So that's hard to compete with. But I still think that, again, we have such a strong team this year that we can do better than we've ever done. And that's my goal. So get at least into the 40s, yeah, at least into the 40s, hopefully in the 30s, maybe even the 20s. All right. So let's plan on that. Yeah. So like I said, I'll send the build event people these things from the event modification document. This, by the way, let's see. Okay. So Will, are you looking at this, the ceiling height here? Oh, that's ping pong parachute, sorry.
Okay.
Sophia and Gianni, you looking at this?
Oh, I was just about to ask that.
Yeah. So so it looks like modifications based on ceiling height. So if we have a taller ceiling, how tall is the ceiling? Do you guys know offhand?
It's like
Johnny
20
mentioned
feet.
It was something
Yeah.
like 38 feet or 37 feet.
Really?
he used his phone, and there was like quite a difference time to time.
Yeah, we did it a couple
Yeah,
times,
it's
like
pretty
one
tall.
time like measuring the bricks and then one time using the phone.
Uh-huh.
And like with the phone, it was like, I want to say like 27, 29-ish. And with the bricks, it was like 35, 36.
Okay. All right. So we're either in this region or this region here, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So then our flight time is going to be adjusted, I guess, because we can go higher than other places. So, you know, you have the data from your testing, so try and launch it as high as you can. But yeah, well, so teams are expected to measure the height of the venue and provide the venue height on tournament day. Okay, teams without ceiling height will use a ceiling height of 31 feet. 31. Oh yeah, okay, that's the maximum. So maybe we'll just plan on that, you know, using the max. Or we could try, so when you say by phone, did you use an
Like
app?
the measure app. It was around like 30 with that app. So
Uh-huh, okay. All right, and then the bricks you said were?
it's like 37.
But yeah, 35, 36, 37-ish.
Okay. Well, you know, with the rafters up there,
That lowers it down like 3 feet.
yeah, okay. All right. So we'll figure it out when on tournament day. We'll give them a number.
The basketball hoops too. We could use those.
As a measure?
Yeah, we'll lower the ceiling height.
Yeah, Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Oh, then we can have like a longer time because the multiplier would be a larger number.
Yeah, so that's the idea that your parachute would stay aloft longer, you know. Oh,
It's almost like half from like the 30 feet.
yeah, I know. It's almost cut in half, yeah. 0.565, so that's a bit of a downer, but anyway, it is what it
Wait,
is.
I just had one last question for study events. Should we print or do we have to print out the notes again or?
I'm gonna ask
No.
that tonight. I don't know the answer to that yet, but I did enter it as a question to be addressed tonight at the coaches meeting.
Okay, thanks.
If we can have like the notes digitally, should we bring another device?
Yes, I would say that would be the way to go, would be to bring an iPad or a phone or something. Phone is probably not the greatest idea because it's small, but something with a decent screen that you can, look up your notes. But I will make sure after the coaches meeting tonight, I'll send out an email, with this information about the build events and also about whether or not you have to print your notes. I think you did print your notes for the state competition, right? So so most of you will have them already, but I know some events that are running here did not run at state, so not everybody. Great stuff. Oh, let's go back to electric right stuff. All right, so Will, here's the ceiling height thing that applies to us. Correction factor. Oh, okay. Yep, so ceiling height is defined as the height measured in meters from the floor to the bottom of any beams or rafters of the flying venue, if they exist, which they do. Okay, so that may be a bit shorter then. It's certainly not going to be anywhere near these heights. That could be around the,
I mean, but also like it's kind of unfair because it's not really accurate because our plane only goes about half as high as the ceiling.
yeah.
You know what I mean, so it's like
You just have to make like a cardboard roof.
Yeah, we can try that. There'd be a lot of duct tape and cardboard boxes.
You like do it in one of the classrooms or like the breakout space. If you like move the desks, if that would help.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Somehow I got signed out here. Just a sec. Am I back in?
I'm just curious how you can do like ping pong parachute with 5 meters of roof space.
Oh,
That's like number for ping pong parachute. The number one multiplier is like 5 meters, 6 or whatever.
yeah, about 6 meters. I don't know, Gianni and Sophia, do you think, I mean, if you had to, I mean, we're not going to do this, but do you think you could get the pressure right to launch it only 19 feet if you had to?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, if we just got like a lucky,
Lucky
got really lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, so if like Harrison said, if we measure from the basketball hoops to shorten it, but what if we launch higher than it? Like we usually hit the ceiling.
Usually hit the ceiling. Okay. Well, then I guess we're going to have to include, let's see, what does it say here? Ceiling height is defined by the height measured in meters from the floor to the bottom of any beams or rafters of the flying. So it's to the bottom of any beams or rafters.
Oh, then that lowers it by like 3 feet. But
Just
we
make-
hit higher than the beams.
Yeah. Well, they'll see that. And if they want us to modify the height, then we will. But I'm not going to volunteer that information. We'll do the measurement up to the rafters and say that's how high the ceiling is, because that's how it's defined.
Okay.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool.
I was just wondering if you could email me and Ben the Write It, Do It supplies.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and just
Right.
let me know what you guys can get, and then I'll get the rest. Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool. With the but again, with experimental design, Will, you're gonna see what you and Ben and who is it? Hold on. Experimental design, Ben, Will, Neil. Okay, so Will, you're gonna see what you and Ben and Neil can get on the
Yeah, I can check that.
okay. All right, yeah, just let me know what you guys can get, and I'll, like I said, I'll get the rest.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. All right, anything else, guys and gals, peoples, superstars, science Olympians, state champions? All right, very good. So we'll see you guys on Saturday, and if I get inspired, which I can't say whether I will or not, because I don't know how I'm going to feel in the next couple days, I may or may not do another inspirational rap for you the morning of, so keep an eye out for that. All right.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.
See you Saturday.
Sounds good, guys.
Have a
Thanks.
nice night. See you Saturday.
Great.